Well, I guess it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
one.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What
but not
are you-
that big red one. The
This
other
right.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny
You
one.
mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You don't
right.
know what you're doing.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing.
Not that button. For crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, here we are again, once again, setting sail without a clue as to where we be headed. We've got all the way from Ronald Reagan, Red Fox, Bob Rivers, Red Bovine, Weird Al, Cold Pizza for breakfast. The whole gambit is here. But you got to stay around for the entire 2 hours and all the way to the witching hour to hear every last little bit of it, or you'll be sitting upon the rocks wishing a merman would come along and eat your face off. I mean, or maybe a merwoman would come along and only drown you. But I would suggest that you stay here with us. Well, let's not be standing around just palavering like a couple of old gals. Let's get right back to the music. Just like we properly should. Now, we're going to start right off. Nice little tune by Stephen Wright. I know he's usually doing stand-up, but he has a couple of great little tunes, and here's one of them. It's a sweet little thing about friendship.
This next song doesn't go something like this. It goes exactly like this. Eddie was a friend of mine. He was killed playing checkers. You know that term, king me? The other guy wasn't sure what he said. Phil was a friend of mine. He was killed walking into a walk-in closet. He was walking way too fast and way too far. Dennis was a friend of mine. He was killed breaking a wishbone. Nobody knows of an accident or suicide. They don't know what he's wishing for. Bob was a friend of mine. Nothing happened to him. Warren was a friend of mine. He used to play the guitar down in the subway. And one day he decided to go electric, and he plugged into the third rail and he died. Like my daddy used to say, if worse comes to worse, we're screwed. He told me to think of the sunset from the sun's point of view. He told me I was born 8.5 months premature. Paul was a friend of mine. He was killed playing tag. It wasn't really tag, it was push. Near the Grand Canyon. When I was a little kid, I had a pet possum, and he would never, ever, ever play dead. And it pissed me off so much that I killed him. You think that maybe I'm crazy. On a scale of 1 to 10, 6 being the highest. Like my daddy said, my guardian angel must be an alcoholic. He told me that wind chimes were for stupid people so they'd know when there's a breeze. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Well now, Frankenstein. She's just a little bit funky and she's put on a few pounds, but she's fun to be around. Well, now, when we go out a juking, everybody always gives her a hand, 'cause she can play her armpit to the rhythm of the band. There ain't too much I don't expect from good old Bodine Brown, 'cause she's fun to be around. Take it! Yeah! Take it, Bo! Oh, look at that, she's got them both going in stereo! Well, now, she's got a glass eye, and everybody always flips, 'cause she sticks it in her mouth and she winks at you with her lips. Once she gets all wound up, it's hard to slow her down, 'cause she's fun to be around. Well, she wears old worn-out flip-flops, but she never keeps them on. A funky old dress with cut-out sleeves so she can get the best tone. Now she can get a party started just whenever she takes a notion, sticking her hands underneath her arms and setting it all in motion. She goes. Everybody join in now. Yeah. Group therapy. Make it hurt. Well, there ain't too much I don't expect from good old Bodine Brown, 'cause she's fun to be around.
We'll be starting off the cruise with Stephen Wright's Friends of Mine song. Should have been the other way, B. But then we slid it right in to Bodine Brown by Purvis Pickett. Let us talk about cows. Cows with guns. Dana Lyons, right here on the captain's quarters.
Fat and docile, big and dumb, they look so stupid, they aren't much fun. Cows aren't fun. They eat to grow, grow to die, die to be et at the hamburger fry. Cows well done. Nobody thunk it, nobody knew, no one imagined the great cow guru. Cows are one. He hid in the forest, read books with great zeal. He loved Che Guevara, a revolutionary veal. Cows say tongue. He spoke about justice, but nobody stirred. He felt like an outcast, alone in the herd. Cow doll drums. He moved, we must fight, escape or we'll die. Cows gathered around, 'cause the stakes were so high. Bad cow pun. But then he was captured, stuffed into a crate, loaded onto a truck where he rode to his fate. Cows are bummed. He was a scrawny calf who looked rather woozy. No one suspected he was packing an Uzi. Cows with guns. They came with a needle to stick in his thigh. He kicked for the groin. He pissed in their eye. Cow well hung. Knocked over a tractor and ran for the door. 6 gallons of gas flowed out on the floor. Run, cows, run. He picked up a bullhorn and jumped up on the hay. We are free-roving bovines. We run free today. We will fight for bovine freedom and hold our large heads high. We will run free with the buffalo or die. Cows with guns. They crashed the gate in a great stampede, tipped over milk truck, torched all the feed. Cows have fun. 60 police cars were piled in a heap, covered in cow pies, covered up deep. Much cow dung. Black smoke rising, darkening the day. 12 burning McDonald's. Have it your way. We will fight for bovine freedom and hold our large heads high. We will run free with the buffalo or die. Cows with guns. The president said, enough is enough. These uppity cattle, it's time to get tough. Cow dung flung. The newspapers gloated, folks sighed with relief. Tomorrow at noon they would all be ground beef. Cows on buns. The cows were surrounded, they waited and prayed. They mooed their last moos, they chewed their last hay. Cows outgunned. The order was given to turn cows to whoppers, enforced by the might of 10,000 coppers. But on the horizon, surrounding the shoppers, came the deafening roar of chickens in choppers. We will fight for bovine freedom and hold our large heads high. We will run free with the buffalo or die. Cows with guns.
This story is dedicated to the offbeat, beatnik bop crowd and their peculiar means of communication. Bop. Actually, it's not new. Even in biblical times, you hear about people being stoned. Not only that, you even heard long time ago Jonah Whale. And still cooking. Well, I know a cat named A.A. Humphreys, and he's a swinger. Walked up to me the other day and said, Dad, I'm drugged. I said, what's the matter with you, baby? He said, Dad, all the cats have been putting me down lately, and they said I'm ignorant. So I went down to the library the other day, got me the biggest book in the joint. It's called Bullfinch's Mythology. It's all about those old-time studs. And I got the news for you, Pops. Them cats really knew how to live. They ain't even believe me, and today I got me a book called Saxon Mythology, all about a cat named King Arthur. Got a crazy band, baby. 40 studs, all whalers. Man, this is the hippest band alive. Because these cats won't sit at no square table. No, they got them at a round table. One cat in the band plays tenor. Of course, all the cats in the band call him Lance, you know. Because he got a big bulging eyes for a little old chick who wails with the band named Guinevere. So like Lance and Gwenny dig each other. So much, they decided to get married. So when the honeymoon is about 3 days gone, everything's real groovy. All of a sudden the phone rings. It's Art. Art says, hey, Lance, man, cut over here, baby. There's some cats from Denmark here. They got them a big mother-grabbing boat. They're coming over here and they're going to have a war to end them all. I mean a bash with a splash. Lance says, oh, man, you dragged me. This honeymoon is really, really nuts now, Papa. I ain't got no eyes to split. Art says, now look here, man. I'm the leader. You just a side man. So he went down to his tailor and got him a real bop suit of armor. Like a real crazy helmet with them green shades in front. Got his chart all charged up and got ready to split for the war when all of a sudden he snapped. He said, hey, Gwen, baby, you know something that's kind of in style with all them cats around the castle nowadays? It's called a chastity belt. Kind of like a cast iron athletic supporter. Only it's got a padlock on it and ain't but one key to the lock, and that's for daddy-o. She said, well, crazy, man, crazy. If that's the way the ball bounces, I'll make the route. Go ahead, latch me up. So he got her all latched up. He's ready to cut out for war, and all of a sudden he steps. She says, hey, Lance, I'm going to be hung up, and this is a bad deal and a real drag. Lance said, well, oh, I'm sorry, baby, I didn't even think. I tell you what, and you know old Gally, the cat who used to be my roommate up in Nero's band. Well, he's got a skull that's all crushed. He got it crushed in that last batch we had. He's going to sit this gig out, so I lay the key on him. And if I ain't back in 5 years, he can unlock this gimmick, and you two can swing. Go ahead, live, have a ball. So he laid the key on Galahad. He got up on his charger and cut across the moat over the drawbridge, about a half a mile from the castle, when he hears another horse running. And just like some horse was running a race at Hialeah. And he looked around, and who was it? It was old Galahad. Old Gal said, hey, man, what you trying to do, bug me? You laid the wrong key on me. Lance said, I'm hip, man. I'm hip. And rode on off the wall.
We go from cows with guns to the Red Fox, the beatnik knights of the Round Table. You don't hear that just any old where, do you? But we got to be going to a commercial for a moment. And when we come back, we're going to have more greatness and a little treat for ye. If you be a Weird Al Yankovic fan, we're going to play a song rarely heard on the radio. They complain that it's too long. You might even be knowing what I be thinking of. But you'll find out soon enough. Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see. It comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name. Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Well, here we be right back. Faster than you thought, but not as quick as the eye. Or quicker than the eye, slower than the hands. But you know what? Let's just get back to the music. And as I promised, I have a very special treat. And it involves donuts. You'll understand momentarily.
Way back when I was just a little bitty boy, living in a box under the stairs in the corner of the basement of the house half a block down the street from Jerry's bait shop. know the place. Well, anyway, back then life was going swell and everything was just peachy! Except, of course, for the undeniable fact that every single morning, my mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. Big bowl of sauerkraut! Every single morning! It was driving me crazy! I said to my mom, I said, "Hey, Mom, what's up with all the sauerkraut?" And my dear sweet mother, she just looked at me like a cow looks at an oncoming train. And she leaned right down next to me. And she said, "It's good for you!" And then she tied me to the wall and stuck a funnel in my mouth and force-fed me nothing but sauerkraut until I was 26 and a half years old. That's when I swore that someday I would get out of that basement and travel to a magical, faraway place where the sun is always shining and the air smells like warm root beer and the towels are oh so fluffy. Where the Shriners and the Levers play their ukuleles all day long and anyone on the street will gladly shave your back for a nickel. Waka waka doo-doo, yeah! Well, let me tell you people, it wasn't long at all before my dream came true. Because the very next day, a local radio station had this contest to see who could correctly guess the number of molecules in Leonard Nimoy's butt. I was off by 3, but I still won the grand prize. That's right, a first-class one-way ticket to Albuquerque. Albuquerque. Oh, yeah. You know, I'd never been on a real airplane before, and I gotta tell you, it was really great. Except that I had to sit between 2 large Albanian women with excruciatingly severe body odor, and the little kid in back of me kept throwing up the whole time. The flight attendants ran out of Dr. Pepper and salted peanuts, and the in-flight movie was Biodome with Pauly Shore, and oh yeah, 3 of the airplane engines burned out. We went into a tailspin and crashed into a hillside, and the plane exploded in a giant fireball, and everybody died! Except for me. You know why? Cause I have my tray table up, and my seat back in the full upright position. Have my tray table up, and my seat back in the full upright position. Have my tray table up, and my seat back in the full upright position. So I crawled from the twisted burning wreckage. I crawled on my hands and knees for 3 full days, dragging along my big leather suitcase and my garment bag and my tenor saxophone and my 12-pound bowling ball and my Lucky Lucky autographed glow-in-the-dark snorkel. But finally I arrived at the world-famous Albuquerque Holiday Inn where the towels are oh so fluffy and you can eat your soup right out of the ashtrays if you wanna. It's okay, they're clean. Well, I checked into my room and I turned down the AC and I turned on the Spectravision and I'm just about to eat that little chocolate mint on my pillow that I love so very, very much when suddenly there's a knock on the door. Well, now who could that be? I say, who is it? No answer. Who is it? There's no answer. Who is it? They're not saying anything. So finally I go over and I open the door and just as I suspected, it's some big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls haircut and only 1 nostril. Oh man, I hate it when I'm right. So anyway, he burst into my room and he grabbed my lucky snorkel and I'm like, "Hey, you can't have that! That snorkel's been just like a snorkel to me!" And he's like, "Tough!" And I'm like, "Give it!" And he's like, "Make me!" And I'm like, "Okay." So I grabbed his leg and he grabbed my esophagus and I bit off his ear and he chewed off my eyebrows and I took out his appendix and he gave me a colonic irrigation. Yes, indeed, you better believe it. And somehow in the middle of it all, the phone got knocked off the hook. And 20 seconds later, I heard a familiar voice. And you know what it said? I'll tell you what it said. It said, "If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator in Albuquerque. Albuquerque. Well, to cut a long story short, he got away with my snorkel, but I made a solemn vow right then and there that I would not rest. I would not sleep for an instant until the 1-nostriled man was brought to justice. But first I decided to buy some donuts. So I got in my car and I drove over to the donut shop and I walked on up to the guy behind the counter and he says, "Yeah, what do you want?" I said, "You got any glazed donuts?" He said, "No, we're out of glazed donuts." I said, "Well, you got any jelly donuts?" He said, "No, we're out of jelly donuts." any Bavarian cream-filled donuts? He said, no, we're out of Bavarian cream-filled donuts. I said, you got any cinnamon rolls? He said, no, we're out of cinnamon rolls. I said, you got any apple fritters? He said, no, we're out of apple fritters. I said, you got any bear claws? He said, wait a minute, I'll go check. Claws! I said, well, in that case, what do you have? He says, all I got right now is this box of 12 starving, crazed weasels. I said, okay, I'll take that. So he hands me the box and I open up the lid and the weasels jump out and they immediately latch onto my face and start biting me all over. Oh man, they were just going nuts. They were tearing me apart. You know, I think it was just about that time that a little ditty started going through my head. I believe it went a little something like this. Oh, get him off me! Get him off me! Oh, get him off! Get him off! Oh, God! Oh, God! Get him off me! Oh, God! I ran out into the street with these flesh-eating weasels all over my face, waving my arms all around and just running like a constipated wiener dog. And as luck would have it, that's exactly when I ran into the girl of my dreams. Her name was Zelda. She was a calligraphy enthusiast with a slight overbite and hair the color of strained peaches. I'll never forget the very first thing she said to me. She said, hey, you got weasels on your face. That's when I knew it was true love. We were inseparable after that. Oh, we ate together, we bathed together, we even shared the same piece of mint-flavored dental floss. The world was our burrito. So we got married and we bought us a house and had 2 beautiful children, Nathaniel and Superfly. Oh, we were so very, very, very happy. Oh, yeah. But then one fateful night, Zelda said to me, she said, Sweetie Pumpkin, do you want to join the Columbia Record Club? I said, whoa! Hold on now, baby! I'm just not ready for that kind of a commitment! So we broke up and I never saw her again, but that's just the way things go. In Albuquerque. Things really started looking up for me because about a week later, I finally achieved my lifelong dream. That's right, I got me a part-time job at the Sizzler. I even made Employee of the Month after I put out that grease fire with my face. Oh yeah, everybody was pretty jealous of me after that. I was getting a lot of attitude. Okay, like one time, I was out in the parking lot trying to remove my excess earwax with a golf pencil when I see this guy Marty trying to carry a big old sofa up the stairs all by himself. So I say to him, I say, hey, you want me to help you with that? And Marty, he just rolls his eyes and goes, no, I want you to cut off my arms and legs with a chainsaw. So I did. And then he gets all indignant on me. He's like, hey man, I was just being sarcastic. Well, that's just great. How was I supposed to know that? I'm not a mind reader for crying out loud. Besides, now he's got a really cute nickname, Torso Boy. So what's he complaining about? Say, that reminds me of another amusing anecdote. This guy comes up to me on the street and he tells me he hasn't had a bite in 3 days. Well, I knew what he meant, but just to be funny, I took a big bite out of his jugular vein. And he's yelling and screaming and bleeding all over, and I'm like, hey, come on, don't you get it? But he just keeps rolling around on the sidewalk, bleeding and screaming, ah! 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 You know, completely missing the irony of the whole situation. Man, some people just can't take a joke, you know? Anyway, where was I? Kind of lost my train of thought. Okay, anyway, I know it's kind of a roundabout way of saying it, but I guess the whole point I'm trying to make here is I hate sauerkraut! That's all I'm really trying to say. And by the way, if one day you happen to wake up and find yourself in an existential quandary, full of loathing and self-doubt and racked with the pain and isolation of your pitiful, meaningless existence, at least you can take a small bit of comfort in knowing that somewhere out there in this crazy old mixed-up universe of ours, there's still a little place called Albuquerque. 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 Albuquerque.
Morning, sir. Welcome to the National Cheese Emporium.
Thank you, my good man.
What can I do for you, sir?
Well, I was sitting in the public library in Thurman Street just now, skimming through Rogue Herries by Hugh Walpole, and I suddenly came over all peckish.
Peckish, sir?
Esurient.
Hey?
Yeah, we're all hungry, like.
Hungry.
In a nutshell. And I thought to myself, a little fermented curd will do the trick. So I curtailed my wall-polling activities, sallied forth and infiltrated your place of purveyance to negotiate the vending of some cheesy comestibles.
Come again?
I want to buy some cheese.
Oh, I thought you were complaining about the bouzouki player.
Oh, heaven forbid, I am one who delights in all manifestations of the terpsichorean muse.
Sorry?
Ooh, like a nice tune, you forced to.
So he can go on playing, can he?
Most certainly. Now then, some cheese, please, my good man.
Certainly, sir. What would you like?
Well, how about a little red Leicester?
I'm afraid we're fresh out of red Leicester, sir.
Oh, never mind. How are you on Tilsit?
I'm afraid we never have that at the end of the week, so get it fresh on Monday.
No matter. Well, stout yeoman, 4 ounces of Caffili, if you please.
It's been on order, sir, for 2 weeks. Was expecting it this morning.
On my lucky day, is it? Bell Paisy?
Sorry, sir.
Red Windsor?
Normally say yes. Today the van broke down.
Stilton?
Sorry.
Emmental? Gruyere?
Nope.
Any Norwegian Jarlsberger, perchance?
Nope.
Liptar?
Nope.
Lancashire?
Nope.
White Stilton?
Nope.
Danish Brew?
Nope.
Double Gloucester?
Nope.
Cheshire?
Nope.
Dorset Blue Vinny?
Nope.
Brie, Roquefort, Pont l'Evêque, Port Salut, Savoyard, Saint-Paulin, Carré de l'Est, Brest Bleu, Boursin?
Nope.
Camembert, perhaps?
We have Camembert, yes, sir.
You do? Excellent.
Yes, sir. It's a bit runny.
Oh, I like it runny.
Well, it's very runny, actually.
No matter. Fetch hither le fromage de la Belle France.
I think it's a bit runnier than you'll like it, sir.
I don't care how fucking runny it is. Hand it over with all speed.
Oh!
What now?
The cat's eaten it.
Has it?
She, sir.
Gouda?
No.
Edam?
No.
Caithness?
No.
Smoked Austrian?
No.
Japanese sage derby?
No, sir.
You do have some cheese, do you?
Of course, sir. It's a cheese shop, sir. We got...
No, don't tell me. I'm keen to guess.
Fair enough.
Wensleydale?
Yes?
Ah, well, I'll have some of that.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me, sir. Mr. Wensleydale, that's my name.
Greek feta?
Not as such.
Gorgonzola?
No.
Parmesan?
No.
Mozzarella? Pepper creamer? Danish bimbo?
No.
Czech sheep's milk?
No.
Venezuelan beaver cheese?
Not today, sir, no.
How about cheddar?
Well, we don't have much corporate round here, sir.
Not much. It's the single most popular cheese in the world.
Round here, sir.
And what is the most popular cheese round here?
Ilchester, sir.
Is it?
Oh, yes, sir. It's staggeringly popular in this manor square.
Is it?
It's our #1 bestseller, sir.
I see. Ilchester, eh?
Right, sir.
All right. Okay. Have you got any? He asked, expecting the answer no.
I'll have a look, sir.
It's not much of a cheese shop, is it?
Finest in the district, sir.
Explain the logic underlying that conclusion, Joe.
Well, it's so clean, sir.
It's certainly uncontaminated by cheese.
You haven't asked me about limbo, sir.
Is it worth it? Have you shut that bloody bazooki up?
Told you, sir.
Have you got any Limburger?
No.
That figures. Predictable, really, I suppose. It was an act of purest optimism to oppose the question in the first place. Tell me.
Yes, sir?
Have you, in fact, got any cheese here at all?
Yes, sir.
Really?
No, not really, sir.
You haven't?
No, sir, not a scrap. I was deliberately wasting your time, sir.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to shoot you.
Righto, sir.
What a senseless waste of human life.
Ha ha ha! I surprised you, didn't I? Well, Albuquerque. You don't hear that too often on the radio, but here at the captain's quarters, such things are possible. Also, we went to Monty Python's, the cheese shop, right here. Yes, nowhere else will you hear it but here, that way. Well, you might, but I'll claim it anyways. Then, right now, we're going to go to Reverend Grady Nutt with The Preacher and the Watermelon.
I talked about ministers in various kinds of places. We have Presbyterian ministers and Catholic priests and Jewish rabbis and all kinds of people. Frequently in a city like Nashville, Louisville, Dallas, Memphis, Atlanta, all these major southern cities around the world and some up north, we're not sure. They don't send a lot of news south. We do hear that they observe Christmas occasionally up there, but that's about all we know. But one of the things that happens in many cities is the ministers have what we call a ministers' association, where we get together and act nice to each other 2 days a year. And they'll have wonderful programs, and they'll have somebody come in and lecture on some esoteric subject and speak wonderful, warm, thoughtful words and things like this. And everybody claps when it's over. We think it's wonderful. One of the things that ministers do together, which I think is fun in a lot of places, they have a Ministers Association annual Christmas banquet. All get together and celebrate the season, bring our spouses, and all get together and just have a wonderful, warm time. Joy to the world. We sing and we have wonderful prayers and good thoughts, and it's just a fun time. And they'll put the Church of Christ people at the table with the Baptists, and they'll just smile at each other and know each other's wrong, but they try to tolerate it for 2 hours. And Methodists can get along with anybody, so they put them with the Catholics and the Jewish folks, and all over, just trying to be nice to each other. One such banquet was being held years ago in a fun town, and they're all in here, all celebrating Christmas. Came time for the dessert, and the ushers came in, the waiters came in and brought the dessert. Now, in an adjoining dining room, we had a meeting of the local Kiwanis Club or whatever, one of the local service clubs, and their Christmas banquet was in process, and when it came time for dessert, the waiters by mistake got the dessert switched. And they took the chocolate ice cream and cake that was supposed to go to the ministers to the service club. They took the spiked watermelon that was supposed to go to the service club to the ministers. About halfway through the dessert, the head waiter realized what had happened. His eyes popped out just like, oh no. Rushes over and parts the door about 2 or 3 inches, and he's staring in, and the other waiters are congregated around him saying, what's happening, what's happening? He said, well, the Catholic priest is trying to get seconds. Said the Episcopalian rector is gnawing on the rind. Jewish rabbi is eating his neighbors. The Baptist preacher is collecting seeds.
Well, we'll be back again, but we'll be gone again. But then we'll be back again. That's kind of like the waves that rock the ocean as they do the ship here in here. So don't you be worrying. We got it all be working out. Oh, by the way, don't be forgetting, you got to be calling in to 323-HEAVE-HO and leave your requests right there at the request line. 323-HEAVE-HO. And if you want something really fascinatingly weird, give us your best shot. Or preferably with a cannon.
Deep within the ancient shadows that lay within the Elmira Heights Theater, nestled within its attic, there stands a realm that holds a balance between good and evil. A realm that emboldens the heart and enthralls the imagination. This is a realm where legends of heroes and villains alike come to life and are spurred forward by the keeper, known as Josh. Within his holdings, he has keys to the past, the present, the future, and to galaxies far beyond our own. What is the name of this marvelous realm, you may ask? It is There and Back Again, Toys and Collectibles. Relive the adventures you held as a child with vintage Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Mask, Transformers, Hasbro, Mattel toys, to name a few. The Keeper also has hundreds of Funko Pops in stock. The portal to enter this magical realm is only open for a short duration each and every week. So, to ensure your victory of entrance, go to the Oracle of Facebook. Seek out There and Back Again Toys and Collectibles. Stand tall and learn to play again.
It's amazing how many times this show can be educational. Educational. You can be educated with it. And, for example, you can find out right here, right now, how good Morse code can be for making your life a little better. Like, for example, being able to sing a musical tune. Scared, weird little guys with Morse code song. Right here on the Captain Quarters.
We are now proud to present a musical interlude with the South Footscray Morse Code Society. They will present, for our listening pleasure, the Beatles hit Obla Dee Obla Da.
Key change.
Please don't hand me your baby. I know that you love him so much. Don't make me explain why it causes me pain. Please don't make me touch him. Oh, please don't hand me your baby. I know you are trying to be nice. I can see he's awake, but it makes my heart ache. Please don't ask me twice, 'cause your baby is ugly, your baby is ugly. I hardly know where to begin. Your baby is ugly, your baby is ugly. Your baby is ugly as sin. Somebody had to write this. Please don't hand me your darling. I promise I will come around. He's your little prince, but his smile makes me wince when he gurgles that inhuman sound. Oh, please don't hand me your loved one. I beg you, don't make me use force. He's still in your youth, and to tell you the truth, I can see why you filed for divorce. Oh, your baby is ugly, your baby is ugly. He's covered with strange baby skin. Your baby is ugly, your baby is ugly. Your baby is ugly as sin. Now I am not in denial. I don't look at you through green eyes. But please don't put me on trial, just 'cause something inside of me dies when I see your weird baby. Please don't hand me your cutie, a hope for the whole human race. The smell of his bum is beginning to hum, but at least it distracts from his face. Please don't hand me your precious. I don't mean to sound so unkind. He's covered with snot. Put him back in his cot. Are you losing your mind? Oh, is your baby smiling? Is that smile for me? Your baby is ugly. Your baby is ugly. What is that strange growth on his chin? It's his face. Your baby is ugly. Your baby is ugly. Ugly, 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 ugly. Oh, happy day, he's got a twin.
That there be Christina living with your baby is ugly. Telling it like it be. Let's learn a little more about laughter and how laughter isn't always laughter. It's delicious. The Laughing Song by Jim Bacchus.
Ooh, we're gonna have fun.
Yes.
It's a cozy table, isn't it?
And champagne, my dear.
Delicious.
You like it?
Delicious.
I like it too. Yes, I do like it.
delicious.
You want some more?
Delicious.
I knew you'd like it. You always.
Delicious.
Oh, have some more. Get the waiter and bring it. Put on the paper hat. Get out the lamp. I even like the cork. Waiter! More! Champagne! Oh, keep pouring it. Oh, this is every night. New Year's Eve. Wait there. You got him every night we're gonna do this. I don't care. Lose the job, everything. What are you gonna do?
Hi, Nanny Captain.
Molly, me dear. You've been not sounding so good.
It's because I got a cold on my nose.
Oh, my poor dear. Have you been seeing Babushka anywhere by any chance?
Yeah, she said she was gonna take the helicopter for a ride. What's that plane?
Plane or helicopter? But when did we be getting those?
She went at the poker game earlier.
But we're out to sea. Where be it parked all of this time?
I don't know. I'm gonna get some hot tea with honey and lemon. Bye.
Bye, my dear.
Feeling awfully bad. What a time I've had. 'Cause I didn't button up my overcoat. All I do is sniff. Where's my handkerchief? Got a funny feeling in my eyes, ears and throat. I can't sleep. I can't eat. Get a pail and soak my feet. 'Cause I got a coated by dose. Oh, I got a coated by dose. Please repeat what you said. Got a lot of funny noises in my head. 'Cause I got a coated by dose. Oh, I got a coated by dose. Bought myself galoshes, flannel union suit. Over my galoshes, I wear a pair of rubber boots. I feel bad. I feel bub. Gee, I wish that spring would come. 'Cause I got a coated by dose. Oh, I got a coated by dose. Oh, my neck. Oh, my knees. All I do is sniff and sneeze. 'Cause I got a coated by dose. Oh, I got a coated by dose. Bought a buck of aspirin, washed it down with garden gin. 'Cause I got a cold to my nose. Oh, I got a cold to my nose. Went to see the doctor, asked him what to do. Lordy, help the doctor. He said, I think I've got one too. So we lay down, side by side. I'm still here, but the doctor died. 'Cause I got a cold in my nose. I got a cold in my nose.
Well, that there be Rosetta Duncan with I've got a cold in me nose. Ha! It's not cold in me nose, it's cold in me nose. I like the way they speak. Now, here's a little bit of humor, a little different than usual. Actually, I should say, President Ronald Reagan making some jokes at the expense of the Soviets.
I've been collecting stories that are told in the Soviet Union by their people among themselves, which reveal they've got a great sense of humor, but they've also got a pretty cynical attitude toward their system. And I told this one, Bill, you'll have to hear it again. I told it in the car. I didn't tell this one to Gorbachev. You know, there's a 10-year delay in the Soviet Union of delivery of an automobile. And only 1 out of 7 families in the Soviet Union own automobiles. There's a 10-year wait. And you go through quite a process when you're ready to buy, and then you put up the money in advance. And this happened to a fella, and this is their story that they tell, this joke. That this man, he laid down his money, and then the fella that was in charge said to him, okay, come back in 10 years and get your car. And he said, morning or afternoon? And the fellow behind the counter said, well, 10 years from now, what difference does it make? And he said, well, the plumber's coming in the morning. Less than 1 family out of 7 in the Soviet Union owns an automobile. Most of the automobiles are driven by the bureaucrats. The government furnishes them and drivers and so forth. So an order went out one day to the police that anyone caught speeding, anyone, no matter who, gets a ticket. Well, Gorbachev came out of his country home, his dacha. He was late getting to the Kremlin. There was his limousine and driver waiting. He told the driver to get in the back seat, he'd drive, and down the road he went. They passed 2 motorcycle cops. One took out after him. And pretty soon he's back with his buddy, and his buddy says, well, did you give him a ticket? And he said, no. Well, he said, why not? Oh, he said, too important. Well, he said, we're told to give anybody a ticket, no matter who it is. Oh, he said, no, this one was too, I could. Well, he said, who was it? He said, I couldn't recognize him. But his driver was Gorbachev. One of the more recent ones that I heard was about the man walking along the street at night, Moscow. Soviet soldier called to him to halt. He started to run. The soldier shot him. And another man said, why did you do that? Well, he said, curfew. Well, he said, it isn't curfew yet. He said, I know. He's a friend of mine. I know where he lives. He couldn't have made it. I heard one about a fellow who went to the KGB to report that he lost his parrot. The KGB asked him why he was bothering them. Why didn't he just report it to the local police? Well, he answered, I just want you to know that I don't agree with a thing my parrot has to say. Which makes me think of a story. Everything makes me think of a story. About 3 dogs, an American dog and a Polish dog and a Russian dog. They were all having a visit, and the American dog was telling them about how things were in this country. He said, you know, you bark and you bark long enough, and then somebody comes along and gives you some meat. And the Polish dog said, what's meat? The Russian dog says, what's bark? I have to interrupt right here and tell you that one of my visits, I won't name him, I don't want to embarrass him, but one of the heads of state that I met with on this visit, he gave me one while I was on the way. Told me the story about the two fellows in the Soviet Union that were walking down the street, and the one of them says, "Have we really achieved full communism? Is this it? Is this now full communism?" And the other one said, "Oh, hell no, things are going to get a lot worse."
That there be the Gipper himself telling a few tales of humor. He was known for his sense of humor. I miss the old man. He was a funny chap all the way around. Now, don't forget, 323-HEAVE-HO. 323-HEAVE-HO if you want to make a request, because the witching hour be coming up soon, the final 40, and all that beyond. Ha 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 ha.
Hi, my name is Alfred Sneasley, and when I go to Heroes Comic Shop on 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York, I'm always greeted with a big smile from Jared.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, how are you today?
And his selection of comics and graphic novels, it's just amazing. I mean, it's what I always dreamed I could be. And he always treats me like the hero I am inside.
I don't just read about the heroes, I become the hero! At Heroes Comic Shop, I become the hero Mom always wanted me to be!
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughtout.com.
Now up and away!
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs, and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see. It comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
Welcome back to the second hour of me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of...
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323-HEAVE-HO.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Avast, you old bat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Johnny! Johnny!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. Well, here we be, right into the second hour of the show. But fear not, we have many, many, many wonderful things for ye. And don't forget, when the final 40 begins, it gives ye the opportunity to be steerage on the ship. It'd be another way of saying, you either grab a hold of the wheel or you become the rudder. One or the other. You can steer or be steered. And that is fine with all the rest of us. Let us take a moment and remember, 323-HEAVE-HO. 323-HEAVE-HO. Spelled just like it sounds. You dial that number and you can leave me a message saying what it is you be wanting to hear. Trust me, it's worth every penny you pay for it. We've got Bob Rivers, I Can't Drive. I'm 65. Here on the Captain's Quarters.
quick, a legal turn, and I left that doggone blinker on again. You know I got my license back in 45. Most my friends are barely alive. I take these pills just to survive. I can't drive, I'm 65. Roadhog. So I'm tooling right along in my Oldsmobile, yeah. And I can't see over the steering wheel, no. I take the stop sign out and a mailbox too. At the railroad crossing, I drive right through. They say, whoa. I don't go faster than 25. Card in my wallet says you shouldn't revive. Fuck my eye test, gave them a bribe. I can't drive, I'm 65. Oh yeah, I can't drive, I'm 65. I can't drive, I'm 65. I can't drive, I'm 65. I can't drive.
Oh, Magoo, you done it again.
When I go to the grocery store and I see a guy pushing 30 shopping carts across the parking lot, sometimes I say, you know, somebody else might want to use one of those. Last time I went to the grocery store, I caused a lot of commotion because I tried to buy that thing at the register that separates your food from the other guy's. No, I need this. You don't know what it's like where I live. I went into a store and asked the woman if she had anything to put underneath the coasters. I told her my coasters were marking up my tables. The woman started crying. Then I went into another store and asked them if they had any maps that weren't aerial views. That guy was weeping openly. Then I said to him, was the blue the sky or the water? He said, just get out of my store. When I was little, my grandmother said, Stephen, come over here. I said, what do you mean? She said, you know, you're over there. Now come over here. She said, here's $5, and don't tell your mother that I'm giving this to you. I said, it'll cost you more than that. I remember when I was a fetus, I used to sneak out at night when my mother was sleeping. I thought to myself, you know, now's the time I should start stealing some stuff. Now that they don't have any fingerprints.
Ha ha ha! There be another Stephen Wright classic with shopping carts. Ha 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 ha! Now it be time for Gabriel Clappins with Up Your Nose. Ha ha! The insults the old-fashioned way. How better than they are today. Ha 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 ha!
Yes, friends, there are times in life when you reach a point of conflict with one of your fellow human beings. When this does happen, is yelling and screaming the answer? No. Is foul language or physical violence the answer? No. There is a new answer. So the next time one of your brothers or sisters is mean to you, I want you to take my advice. Let your arms dangle loose at your sides. Take a deep breath. Smile and say,
Up your nose.
Up your nose.
With a rubber hose.
With a rubber hose.
Twice as far.
Twice as far.
With a chocolate bar.
With a chocolate ball.
In your ear.
In your ear, brother.
With a can of beer.
With a can of beer, sister.
If you don't like that.
If you don't like that.
Try a baseball bat.
Now, let me give you a hypothetical situation. Let's say your brother-in-law comes over and he tells you that he's convinced your wife to mortgage your house and put all your money into styrofoam lawn ornaments. Now, I know what you'd like to say to your wife. I know what you'd like to do to your brother-in-law. But that's not what I want you to do. Let your arms hang loose at your sides. Take a deep breath. Smile. Say,
Up your nose.
up your nose, Raymond.
Rubber hose.
I believe there's one in the garden.
Twice as far.
Twice as far, Evelyn.
With a chocolate bar.
Why don't you look in the fridge?
In your ear.
Styrofoam lawn ornaments.
Can of beer.
Last time it was microwave hot combs.
Don't like that.
Time before that, electric shoes.
Try a baseball bat.
This is how it goes till Monday Night Football. The Steelers against the Raiders. There's a disturbance on the field. Could be a big melee, Gib. Well, what's happening now? The players are taking off their helmets. They're letting their arms dangle loose at their sides. They're taking a deep breath. They're smiling. Let's see if we can hear what they're saying. You ain't so mean, Joe Green. Oh, go sit on a goalpost, Otis. Offside, your mama's offside. You know what you can do with your front foot. Hey, Bradshaw, sing me a song. Let's get Cosell down from the booth. Well, in your eye with a pizza pie. Now, all you folks here tonight look like decent people. People interested in self-improvement. So the next time some clown for no good reason climbs all over your case, I want you to let your arms hang loose at your side. That's it. Now take a deep breath. Good. Smile. Say. Come on, get into it. Make it a phone company. That's it. Now get down. How about a school cafeteria? All right, now you're cooking. How about landladies? The Pillsbury Doughboy. You are beautiful. The Gong Show. Singing cat commercial. Star Trek convention. Frozen dinners. Stand-up comedian. Skateboards with CB radios. People who talk to plants. Plants who talk to people. Tight shoes. Tight socks. Tight pants.
Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead! Here's one. Ninepence.
I'm not dead.
What?
Nothing. Here's your ninepence.
I'm not dead. Here. He says he's not dead.
Yes, he is.
I'm not. He isn't?
Well, he will be soon. He's very ill.
I'm getting better.
No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a moment.
Oh, I can't take him like that. It's against regulations.
I don't
want to go on the car.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
I can't take him. I feel fine.
Well, do us a favour.
I can't.
Well, can you hang around a couple of minutes? He won't be long.
No, I've got to go to Robinson's. They've lost 9 today.
Well, when's your next run?
Thursday. I think I'll go for a walk.
You're not fooling anyone, you know. Look, isn't there something you can do?
I feel happy. I feel happy.
Oh, thanks very much.
That's all. See you on Thursday.
Right.
I couldn't be resisting. A little Monty Python there with Bring Out Your Dead. Now, let's get happy, happy. Joy, joy.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old pal, Stinky Whizzleteeth. This is a song about a whale. No! This is a song about being happy. That's right. It's the Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy song.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy.
I don't think you're happy enough. That's right. I'll teach you to be happy. I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs. Now, boys and girls, let's try it again.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, 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 joy.
If and you ain't the granddaddy of all liars, the little critters of nature, they don't know that they're ugly. That's very funny. A fly marrying a bumblebee. I told you I'd shoot, but you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me?
Happy, happy, joy, joy, 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 happy, 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 joy, joy, joy.
Some people eat grapefruit for breakfast. Some people eat oatmeal. There are those who are sure granola is a very good deal. But not me. I don't go for that stuff. When it comes to nourishment, I get more than enough. Nothing satisfies my taste like sitting down to a great big plate of cold pizza for breakfast. Warm Coke to wash it down. Maybe a couple of pepperoni. Make this meal well-rounded. Give me cold pizza for breakfast, and a pinch cold spaghetti'll do. Oh, there's nothing in the world that I like better than eating cold pizza with you. My man takes me out in the evening. He treats me so nice. We go to the movies, we go dancing, we go for more than a slice. Yes, we order a pie, eat what we can, we take the rest home. That's part of the plan. And in the morning when the sun rise, he sees that crazy look in my eyes. I want cold pizza for breakfast, warm Coke to wash it down, maybe a couple of onion rings. Make this world go round. Give me cold pizza for breakfast, and a pinch cold spaghetti'll do. Oh, there's nothing in the world that I like better than eating cold pizza with you. I know that Oprah would never approve, but Oprah Winfrey has a private cook. She doesn't cook. She doesn't buy groceries because she's so busy starring in a fabulous TV show and reading fancy books and memoirs. Oprah got skinny. Well, thank God, not too skinny. But now Oprah only eats sensible food. No junk in the trunk. But wouldn't you just love it if she called her local pizza parlor, said, boys, this is Oprah. Guess what I'm in the mood for? Cold pizza for breakfast, warm Coke to wash it down, maybe a couple of carrot curls. Make this girl well-rounded. Give me cold pizza for breakfast, and a pinch cold spaghetti'll do. Oh, there's nothing in the world that I like better than eating cold pizza with you. Nothing in the world that I like better than eating cold pizza. Oh, oh, oh. Nothing in the world that I like better than eating cold pizza with you.
From Ren and Stimpy, happy, happy, joy, joy, to Christina Lavin's cold pizza for breakfast. And then right into now, Alan Sherman's Mexican hot dance.
Oh, Americans dance on a dance floor, and the Spaniards, they dance on a table, and the Russians, they dance on a saber. But the Mexicans dance on their hats. Oh, they dance on hot coals in Calcutta. In Wisconsin, they dance on fresh butter, which they squeeze from one cow or another. Yes, the Mexicans dance on their hats. There are Mexicans dancing on derbies, There are Mexicans dancing on caps. They just throw their fedoras wherever the floor is and start doing horas and taps. They won't quit, they go on. It's a Mexican custom to take hats and bust them by doing a dance thereupon. Oh, the reason they shot Pancho Villa was he danced on his mother's mantilla, and the message did not reach Garcia. He was out somewhere dancing on hats. There's a fellow in West Acapulco, the most elegant man you could meet. He does sambas on Hamburgs to tunes of Sig Rombergs and sometimes the Nutcracker Suite. So take care, so beware, or they'll put castanets on and ruin your Stetson, 'cause they all think they're Fred Astaire. If you're ever in Mexico proper and you're wearing a straw hat or topper, when the band starts to play, call a copper. 'Cause by now you should know that they'll grab your chapeau and they'll stomp till it's flat, and that's that. That's what Mexicans do on your hat.
We'll be right back with the final 40.
Deep within the ancient shadows that lay within the Elmira Heights Theater, nestled within its attic, there stands a realm that holds a balance between good and evil. A realm that emboldens the heart and enthralls the imagination. This is a realm where legends of heroes and villains alike come to life and are spurred forward by the keeper, known as Josh. Within his holdings, he has keys to the past, the present, the future, and to galaxies far beyond our own. What is the name of this marvelous realm, you may ask? It is There and Back Again, Toys and Collectibles. Relive the adventures you held as a child with vintage Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Mask, Transformers, Hasbro, Mattel toys, to name a few. The Keeper also has hundreds of Funko Pops in stock. The portal to enter this magical realm is only open for a short duration each and every week. So, to ensure your victory of entrance, go to the Oracle of Facebook. Seek out There and Back Again Toys and Collectibles. Stand tall and learn to play again.
Well, here we be at the final 40 again. Not long before the witching hour, but fear not, we are just about touched enough in the head to survive almost anything. Of course, you never know what will be coming right around the corner. It is Sunday the 13th, after all. It's one of them days where anything could be happening. Let's go right to the phone lines.
Oh, hi, Captain. I would like to request Punk Rock Girl by the Dead Milkmen. That would be, like, totally righteous, man. Like, thank you. Bye.
Saturday I took a walk to Zipperhead. I met a girl there and she almost knocked me dead. Punk rock girl, please look at me. What do you see? Let's travel around the world, just you and me, punk rock girl. I tapped her on the shoulder and said, do you have a bell? She looked at me and smiled and said she did not know. Punk rock girl, give me a chance. Let's go slam dance to a dress like Minnie Pearl, just you and me, punk rock girl. We went to the Philly Pizza Company and ordered some hot tea. The waitress said, well no, we only have it iced. So we jumped up on the table and shouted anarchy. And someone played a Beach Boys song on the jukebox. It was California Dreamin', so we started screaming on such a winter's day. She took me to her parents for a Sunday meal. Her father took one look at me and he began to squeal. Punk rock girl, it makes no sense. Your dad is the vice president, rich as the Duke of Earl. Yeah, you're for me, punk rock girl. We went to a shopping mall and laughed at all the shoppers, and security guards trailed us to a record shop. We asked for Mojo Nixon, they said he don't work here. We said if you got Mojo Nixon, then your store could use some fixing. We got into a car, away we started rolling. I said how much you pay for this, said nothing, man, it's stolen. Punk rock girl, you look so wild. Let's have a child, we'll name her Minnie Pearl. Just you and me, eat fudge, banana, swirl. Just you and me, we'll travel around the world. Just you and me, punk rock girl.
Well, I just woke up from my nap. I looked outside and holy crap, inside your house a light came on, and in she walked, your naked mom with blinds wide open inside her bedroom. When she dropped her robe, she showed me everything with blinds wide open. With blinds wide open. Well, I'm no perv, no peeping Tom. I say my prayers, I mow my lawn, but now my dreams, I really must confess, they star your mom's epidermis with blinds wide open outside her bathroom. When she turned around, she showed me everything with blinds wide open. I couldn't miss a thing. I caught her show. It's NC-17 with blinds wide open. With blinds wide open. I noticed everything. Oh, yeah. My mouth fell open, wide open. Call me an ass, but I want more looks at hers. So here I wait again with my binoculars, and now the light comes on, repeats the view I had. I see a naked Bob, gag me, it's your dad, with blinds wide open inside the bedroom. Well, I saw his everything with blinds wide open. Please purge this from my brain, gouge out my eyes. I'll never peek again with blinds wide open. With blinds wide open.
That there be Robert Lunn with blinds wide open. Be careful what you wish for. You might see more than you ever. There just ain't enough eye bleach for certain things. don't forget to give us a call. 323-HEAVE-HO. Okay, we be going right to the phone lines. I hear it. Hey.
Hello?
Babs, is that you again?
Just a bombing run.
Are you bombing run?
Inside, but we've gone and been caught. This is quick. I saw on snow. Approach Vector, Charlie, people.
What are you talking about there, you crazy old man? What are you doing? What? Get out of that plane. You're going to get yourself in trouble. Are you shooting at somebody? Who are you fighting with? Are you fighting? Oh, no, not again. Are you fighting with the neighbors again? Oh, dear. Oh, no. Whatever has she done this time? Someone's truly in trouble on this one. Let's get back to the music. I can't explain what it is that she be doing. That crazy old bat.
She was a red-haired beauty with big brown eyes, a straight-talking gal who didn't know how to lie. And from the day she was born, everybody knew who was in charge. They called her Roughhouse Rosie on the basketball court, the top-ranking center even though she was short, a bull in a china shop, living life large. She rarely cooked and she didn't like to clean. If you messed with the family, she could quickly get mean. And when the cops came around, even they could see who made the law. She had a heart so tender and love so deep, the tough matriarch of a big family. And we're missing her today, remembering our old grandma. The family's at the graveside, standing on the sod. Grandma's up in heaven, they're giving hell to God. She taught me my addition and she laid down the rules. You stick by your family and you're staying in school. Never trust the masses and be ready when it's time to run. Your education is the only thing they can't take away. You gotta be your own boss if you want steady pay. You gotta work hard, laugh hard, play hard, and try to have fun. She always spoke her mind and said that Nixon's a crook. She showed me where McCarthy made her hide all the books. And when the thumpers came around, she would beat them and talk off their ear. She taught us our morality and how to be proud. If you don't want to be misunderstood, you better talk loud. And every day she'd have a little glass of bourbon, but she never drank beer. The family's at the graveside, standing on the side. Grandma's up in heaven, giving hell to God. Talking with the big guy and she's holding his ear. She's got a few pointers that he's gonna hear. You've got the power of the universe, so what's the delay? It's time to end poverty and stop all the wars. And when you're done with that, I've got a long list of chores. I got a feeling that the great almighty's gonna have a long day. The family's at the graveside, standing on the sod. Grandma's up in heaven, giving hell to God. The family's at the graveside, standing on the side. Grandma's up in heaven, giving hell to God.
transfer from state to state. Don't you know it's gonna be a fight? A fight. A fight.
That there be Bernie Sanders' revolution by holy bong water. Now, and before that, we had Dana Lyons giving us all what for with grandmas up in heaven giving hell to God. I might know a lady or two a little along those lines, myself. Now, let's get back to those phone lines, shall we?
A song from the captain I would like to hear. Yoda by Weird Al I would like to request.
I met him in a swamp down in Dagobah, where it bubbles all the time like a giant carbonated soda. S-O-D-A soda. I saw the little runt sitting there on a log. I asked him his name and in a raspy voice he said Yoda. Y-O-D-A Yoda. Yoda. Well, I've been around, but I ain't never seen a guy who looks like a Muppet, but he's wrinkled and green. Oh, my Yoda. Yoda. Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand how he can lift me in the air just by raising his hand. Oh, my Yoda. 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 Well, I left home just a week before, and I never ever been a Jedi before. But Obi-Wan, he set me straight, of course. He said, go to Yoda and he'll show you the Force. And I'm not the kind that would argue with him, so it looks like I'm going to start all over again with my Yoda. 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 So I used the Force. I picked up a box. I lifted some rocks while I stood on my head. But I won't forget what Yoda said. It said, Luke, stay away from the darker side, and if you start to go astray, let the Force be your guide. Oh, my Yoda. Yoda. I know Darth Vader's really got you annoyed, but remember, if you kill him, then you'll be unemployed. Oh, my Yoda. Yoda. Well, I heard my friends really got in a mess, so I'm gonna have to leave Yoda, I guess. But I know that I'll be coming back someday. Now the band is parked and I'm old and gray, cause a long-term contract I had to sign, and I'll be making these movies till the end of time with my Yoda. 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 Yoda.
Well, here we be. We must be taking a moment for having a commercial or two play. Say, pay the bills so that we can keep playing around. And that's how we pay for the cannonballs and the gunpowder. That's how we do it right here on the captain's quarters. Be back in a moment, but don't forget, give us a call for them our requests. 323-HEAVE-HO. Get out the phones, make the request, Make it good. Cut me right to the jib and make me suffer.
Deep within the ancient shadows that lay within the Elmira Heights Theater, nestled within its attic, there stands a realm that holds a balance between good and evil. A realm that emboldens the heart and enthralls the imagination. This is a realm where legends of heroes and villains alike come to life and are spurred forward by the keeper, known as Josh. Within his holdings, he has keys to the past, the present, the future, and to galaxies far beyond our own. What is the name of this marvelous realm, you may ask? It is There and Back Again, Toys and Collectibles. Relive the adventures you held as a child with vintage Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Mask, Transformers, Hasbro Mattel toys, to name a few. The Keeper also has hundreds of Funko Pops in stock. The portal to enter this magical realm is only open for a short duration each and every week. So, to ensure your victory of entrance, go to the Oracle of Facebook. Seek out There and Back Again Toys and Collectibles. Stand tall and learn to play again.
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I's brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see. It comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Well, here back again, and let's not be jibber-jabbering around. Let's trim the helm and mate it right to the middle and get right to the phone lines.
Good to hear the captain's voice again. I just need to. I need to make a request. I want to hear something about when I was younger. Was it when I was younger and it was older, or it was younger? I forget how it goes, but I need to hear. I just don't look good naked anymore. Stan Morrison. I don't know how much longer I've got.
I stepped out of the shower. I got a good look at myself. I'm getting bald. I got a paunch. I thought it was somebody else. Then I caught a glimpse in the mirror on the back of the bathroom door, and I just don't look good naked anymore. Then I went upstairs to that bathroom. I turned the mirror to the wall. I hung it there when I was young, trim and pretty tall. I used to stand there and pose and flex until my arms got sore, but I just don't look good naked anymore. Well, I used to go out with all the girls. I loved them one and all, but they don't stand too close to me. They're afraid that I might fall. I went to see my doctor for my annual physical exam. I stood there in the buff in front of him, and suddenly he says, "Ma'am." I says, "What is it, Doc? Some fatal disease? I just gotta know the score." No, he says, "You just don't look good naked anymore." My wife and I had a dance routine. Everybody says it was unique. Now it's only when we're back to back that we're dancing cheek to cheek. I went to a nudist beach to have a little fun. I laid there in my birthday suit just soaking up the sun. Then someone yelled, a big white whale just washed up on shore, and I just don't look good naked anymore. Well, my heart just fell and my chest went to hell and my butt's been dragging the floor, and I just don't look good naked anymore. Well, my heart just fell and my chest went to hell and my butt's been dragging the floor, and I just don't look good naked anymore.
Well, I went for a drive in my pickup truck. I picked up my girl 'cause I wanted to show her my gloves, 'cause she had on her mitts, and I blushed brightly when she showed me her perfume that she buys whenever Avon calls. So I took off my pants and I showed her my polka dot undies. My polka dot undies. Yeah, my polka dot undies from Miracle Mart. I said, look, be careful. I think I'm gonna turn a sharp corner and go up on the grass. She leaned out the window and I thought I saw her pointing to something that flashed by real quick. She said, hey, look at that. It looks just like your polka dot undies. Polka dot undies. Yeah, my polka dot undies that I wear back to front. She smiled and she said, have you seen my brother's new car, or the one that he stole? Then she asked me to look up her whole damn family, and I went into shock when I found out it was her sister who really liked polka dot undies. Polka dot undies. Was firm. She'd swallow almost anything except for stories that her brother didn't like birds, but hung around leather bars and liked to eat fish and chips, and he still sucked his thumb. I said, I don't mind, and she kissed me on my polka dot undies. My polka dot undies. Kissed her softly and I said, I'll tell you what, let's roll up the windows and I'll eat your last bar of chocolate, the one that's in the parcel. She said, no, 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 and she called me a taxi, and I said, I beg your pardon for getting home real fast before I lose my polka dot undies. Polka dot undies. The moral of the story, like a jewel, it is gleaming, but you'll never find it in a glass of warm milk or tea, 'cause it will not fit, and you probably already think I am full of vague innuendos and double-meaning rhymes, but I'll tell you that obscenity body is all in your polka dot undies. Your polka dot undies. Yeah, your edible undies. Your polka dot undies. Yeah.
That air be Polka Dot Undies by Bowser and Blues. That was requested by the male of E by one by the name of Alan. Alan, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed that, 'cause it was for ye. Let's get back to the phone lines right here on the captain's quarters.
Hi, Captain. I'd like to request Fluffy. 106 the Pirate, Captain's Quarters. I love it.
Where are you? Where are
First time I saw Fluffy was a cold December night, shivering in the dark by the roadside. Lots and lots of Fluffy that couldn't really walk but tried to run to me. Somehow I knew my Fluffy would always be by my side. I took you home and cared for you and nursed you back to health. Every day we would run and play. How we learned to love each other everywhere we go. You and me. Somehow I knew my Fluffy would always be by my side. Here, Fluffy. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, how much you mean to me. One day we went camping and little Fluffy got lost. Oh, where could Fluffy be? We looked but couldn't find you when it was time to go. Somewhere my Fluffy's looking for me. Now I'm lost and lonesome, I'm wandering everywhere, looking for my Fluffy, please come home. That's the dog, I love my ways, and Fluffy came to me and led me home. Somehow I knew my Fluffy would always be by my side. Here, Fluffy, where are you? Where are you? Oh, how much you mean to me. Here, Fluffy, where are you? Oh, how much you mean. Oh, how much you mean to me. Here, Fluffy. Here, Fluffy.
You tell me that you hate me and I don't know why. Just because I broke your arm and made you cry. Still somehow you keep on running back to me. We're a classic case of codependency. Codependency, codependency. I need you to enable me. Codependency, codependency. And you really need me. I guess I've never treated you very well, and I guess I've made your life a living hell. Even even when I tried to put you through the door, still somehow you kept on crawling back for more. Codependency, codependency, I need you to enable me. Codependency, codependency, and I guess you need me. Promised that I'd change, but I never did. It's a really good thing that we don't have kids. Probably time we both go in for therapy to help us rid ourselves of codependency. Codependency, codependency, I need you to enable me. Codependency, codependency, and you know you need me.
And there be Codependency by the Power Salad, or Power Salad as some people like this to call it. I believe we be having time for but one more song. So here is Randy Haslick with I'd Rather Have a Bottle in Front of Me.
Daddy, what's a frontal lobotomy?
Well, son, you know how the pressures of life can cause people to do crazy things. And if a person does too many crazy things, then that person is crazy. Sometimes you can keep yourself from going crazy by doing things to relieve tension, like drinking or having sex. But if craziness goes too far, sometimes the only thing left to do is to cut out that part of your brain that makes you crazy. That kind of brain surgery is called a frontal lobotomy. Maybe this song will help you understand what I mean. Jimmy and I are brothers, we went down different paths. Jimmy always listened to my mother, and me, I never liked to take a bath. As we grew and tumbled through adulthood, the pressure caused emotional drain. And now I'm slowly dying in the bottle, and Jimmy has to live with half a brain. Yes, me, I've got a bottle in front of me, and Jimmy has a frontal lobotomy. Just different ways to kill the pain the same. But I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than have to have a frontal lobotomy. I might be drunk, but at least I'm not insane. Jimmy let his troubles drive him crazy. He never tried to drown it in a drink. I know that drinking makes my thinking hazy, but at least I still have brains enough to think. Jamie's got a brain that isn't stable. He doesn't have the sense to say his name. I'm sorry that his doctor was unable to remove the proper portion of his brain. Yes, me, I've got a bottle in front of me, and Jimmy has a frontal lobotomy. Just different ways to kill the pain the same. But I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than have to have a frontal lobotomy. I might be drunk, but at least I'm not insane. Funny how the world works. People can be real jerks. Some prefer the tension over booze. Either way it ends the same. Hard to beat the living game. Might as well enjoy it while you lose. When I need a drink I start to shiver, and Jimmy always viewed it with concern. But I'd rather have cirrhosis of the liver than an intellect that's second to a fern. I wonder if old Jimmy's gonna hear it when I tell him that his logic wasn't sound. They'll dose him up on lots of evil spirits when they take him to the psychiatric grounds. Yes, me, I've got a bottle in front of me, and Jimmy has a frontal lobotomy. Just different ways to kill the pain the same. But I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than have to have a frontal lobotomy. I
I might be drunk, but at least I'm not insane. I might be drunk, but at least I'm not insane.
Well, with that, it brings us right up to the witching hour. Don't forget, you had your chance, but you can do it again for next week. 323 heave-ho. Or you can also check us out there on the Book of Face. That's right, under no, let me see now. Under the Captain's Quarters 106.5. They got the group and the page. Check that out, right there on the Book of Face, not the Facebook. And don't forget, you can be emailing us, but best of all, call us 323 heave-ho. Now where's that crazy old bat anyways? She always be going on about wanting to sing. Here it be, her turn to sing, and she's not even here. Where could she possibly be? Oh, Babs, you're alive. That's surprising. Not really. Be okay. What happened to the plane?
I don't want to talk about it.
What else?
I got that spider.
What spider?
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the plane and blew the spider out.
What
the
plane?
Itsy bitsy
What?
spider went up the water spout.
We heard that part.
Down came the bombs and blew the spider out.
Was that what you were doing?
Out went the spider.
All this about the stupid little spider. Are you kidding me?
The itsy spider don't come back no more.
You blew up a spider with a bomb?
It's gone now.
I'd say so. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been tortured enough for one night. Even though her singing wasn't quite as outrageously special as it usually is. But either way, good night.
So just chill till the next episode.